Oh, hello guys. Today we're gonna take a special look at what I've been doing. Is I've been since I got downloaded this game when it first came out. I've been slowly but surely working on. I wanted to create something out of the American Pro Team section of this game, and I researched like different teams I could use to inspire. Then I thought, you know what? I'll use the original 12 Tecmo Bowl teams plus 4 expansion teams because you can do the 16. So that's what I did. And I created the logos. I researched names to figure out what names were part of the logos. I did find out that a Nintendo DS version of Tecmo Bowl called Tecmo Bowl Kickoff did use those names from that game plus and then some, but I decided to keep going with what I was doing. So we're gonna just take a look at these teams quickly. The first one's Chicago, the Chicago Penguins. And their stadium, like, there's 11 different stadiums. I kind of did my best guess for each stadium, how each stadium would fit a team, but that can be changed easily over time. Um, Here's the uniform, home, away, and the helmet as well. Um, Also, in case there's issues with the stream that it isn't showing anything, I am recording this on video on the camera, and I'll upload it at a slightly later date. Than that way, no matter what happens, this video will be able to be seen. Um, and I also created players. I created one star player on offense and defense on each team. Then that way, in this one, it's McNail, a linebacker, and a running back, Dan Luck. Now, I will say running backs in this game, for some reason, you can crank their attributes all the way up, and their overalls will not break 90. I don't know why that is, but this is not a running back game. Um, but yeah, that's really that team. We're gonna just go through each one of them here. This is Cleveland, the Cleveland Dinos. And let's see, we'll take a look at the uniform. So that's their home uniform, that's their away uniform. And their helmet looks like that. Now, I will lie, the logo creator is pretty good. Sometimes, I will admit, there's definitely logos in this that I think I could touch up and make a little bit better, but it's pretty time consuming. It takes a bit to get the hang of things with this, but it is doable. It's not hard. It's just a little different. So here's the two. One is defensive back Willie Riley, and then quarterback Marvin Redding. And then we go to Dallas. The Dallas Swans. And let's see, that's going to be their uniform. That's their home, away, and their helmet. And let's see, and then their roster. Let's look at their top players. Octavius Lane is their defensive lineman on their defense star, and their offense star is tight end Harmon Kroll. And then on Denver, the Denver Mystics. And then, let's see, and then their uniform. So basically, the original 12 teams in Tecmo Bowl, their logos are inspired by those logos in that game. There's some logos that were a little baffling. Like Denver is a great example of that because their logo is weird, and I just had to get really creative with it. Try to maintain the spirit of it without making it look unrecognizable. And that part's tough, but that's their home. That's their away. This is their helmet. And then their roster, the top players. We got one person watching, which is pretty cool. Don't be afraid to leave some comments. I can definitely chat with you guys. Um, well, let me take a quick see here and make sure that everything is all good here. Okay, it looks like it's coming in, which is good. Let me leave a quick thing out. Let me make sure the Discord knows about it. I'm gonna send a link. I'm not gonna lie, I may have started a little early on this before letting some people know. But, but yeah. So let's keep going with this. If you want to see some teams, you might have missed some of these teams. If you didn't catch them, then don't worry. I'll go back to them if you're curious. All right. So that's their top receivers. Top player, the star players, Christopher Talley, a wide receiver there. The other one's a linebacker, Dennis March. Then we're going to go on to Detroit. Yeah. This is the expansion team, the Detroit Dragons. They weren't in Tecmo Bowl, but I figured add Detroit because I wanted a Detroit team. So this is their home uniform. It's their away uniform. And their helmet. And they're their top players. Now, sometimes with names, sometimes you mess up, so I decided to improvise and I decided to create brothers, which would be Rory Scorch, who's a defensive back, and Sherman Scorch, who's a running back, defensive back and running back. And then Indianapolis Narwhals. Let's see. And then their uniform. So this is their home uniform. This is their away uniform. This is their helmet. Now, some logos, I'm not gonna lie, took a bit more work than others. Some logos, it was a little easier to get going. And then here's their roster, their star players that I created. I did see one people's watching, welcome. I did look at a few teams already, but if you want for me to go through them again, just let me know. I mean, and the video will be on YouTube, so you can also look back at it if you choose to do that as well. So their star players, creative players, Quentin Hustle, a defensive lineman, and on offense is the running back Kevin Keene. Alright, so now we're going to go to the Los Angeles Avengers. Their uniform, of course, the classic black. Away uniforms and their helmet. Simple. You see, the letter part is pretty easy to do. That part I didn't have much trouble with. So their roster, they're good players, the star players, is Cal Mayhem, a defensive back, and tight end Keyshawn Stern. Okay, and then we're going to go to Miami. The Miami Sea Rats, that was a tough team to do. Because their logo looked like the rat in Tecmo Bowl, but some people thought it might have been something else. But I think I kept the logo inspiration, but I used the color schemes because some of those logos in the Tecmo Bowl, the colors they use don't reflect the team all that much. So yeah, so their uniform. That's their home. I may have to change some. I don't know. I may have to change some stuff around with the logo count, with the logos away in their helmet. Of course, changes may happen to these teams over time, so that's one thing to keep in mind with this. So the star players on this team, the ones I created, just to give teams a bit more identity, is linebacker Zach Nark and quarterback Darius Benjamin. Then we go on to Minnesota. I did see one person viewing in the video. Welcome. Feel free to leave a comment, ask any questions if you want me to go back. I did look through some teams starting way back. So as if you want to, I can look back, or if you feel like it. Or this video will be on YouTube as well, so you can also look back on that as well if you so choose. So that's their home uniform, that's their away uniform, and that's the helmet. That one that logo took a little bit of finesse there, but I'm pretty happy with that one just because the Tecmo Bowl logo, that is as close as I could get with that, really, without getting like impossibly technical. Alright, so the roster, the star players. Wide receiver Edward Champ and defensive lineman Dante Gritt is their star players, star creative players. The next team is an expansion team, the New England Statesmen. And then their uniform, that's their home uniform, that's their away uniform, that's their helmet. And here's their roster. So their star players, this one is Barry Silver, a linebacker, and this one I didn't create. In this game, this team was the default team to have Doug Flutie. The American Pro version and Canadian version there's a team that has Doug Flutie in it, and I decided to have Doug Flutie be the other offensive star player. So those are the two offensive star players for New England. So the next one's New York Titans, and yeah, I still have to change those two colors because those aren't the team colors anymore. So there are some things that I still have to tweak. Their uniform, that's their home uniform, that's their away uniform, and that's the helmet. I will say trying to make the logos present on the helmets was super challenging because the grid they give you to work with, you have to make it large to appear and adjust it large too to make it appear on the helmet. That's the one tiny little thing they have to fix in this game still. So the star players is Rue Harvest, a defensive lineman, and then Woodley Grunt, who's a running back. Next team will be Philadelphia, another expansion team. Oops. So the Philadelphia Princes, that's their home uniform, that's their away, and that's their helmet. Now I tried to make a crown for that. I don't know I don't think that'll be the final form. It depends on what you guys think of it. So basically, yeah, and if you have any questions or suggestions on the logos, throw them in the comments. I'll definitely want to use them because I'm sure there's stuff that I haven't thought of that might actually be better ideas, and some of the logos I may have come up with. But yeah, so the roster for the team. So the star players include linebacker Max Royal and the quarterback William Fresh. And then the last expansion team is the Pittsburgh Pros. Hold on a second, let me check if anyone's left any comments. On the Discord. Not so much yet. It is late. I will admit that. I got off to a slightly later start than I planned, so there might not be a ton of viewers on the stream right now, but that's okay. This will be available for people to see later on. So let's see. That's Pittsburgh. So let's take a look at their uniform. Yeah, because Miami and Pittsburgh have the same font, and they really shouldn't, because there's enough fonts for each team to have their own font. So I have to fix that. In fact, let me do that now. Amarillo. I might have to use Amarillo. Anton's being used. Bangers. Berlin. Century. Electronic. Eras. Franklin. Galaxy. Liberation. Nimbus Bowl. Oswald. Princeton is used. Forbato is being used. Squadron. See. So, gonna have to use Amarillo. The default one. I'll have to use that for Miami. There we go. Fix that. So that's our home. Away. Oh, hi OSU Rocks 24. Yeah. So I'm almost done going through the teams. If you're curious on any of the teams that you haven't seen, I can go back and show you some. But they'll be in the beginning of the video as well. And this video will be on YouTube when it's done. So you'll be able to see them there as well. So they'll be there. You won't miss out on anything really. That's the helmet. And then we're going to go to the roster for the star created players for the team. So we got defensive lineman John Maverick. And then tight end Evan Ellis. We go to San Francisco. San Francisco Condors is the team. There's one thing weird about this I want to quickly mention. The main colors are different than the uniform colors. So that's one thing to keep an eye out for this if you're going through this, that you're going to have to change them. So the roster, I mean the uniforms, that's what I meant. Alright, so that's their home, that's their away, and that's their helmet. And then we go to the roster. Overall. So the overalls for the star players is defensive back, yeah, Sheldon Hurt, and tight end Sean Prophet. Then we go to Seattle, the Seattle Knights, and I went with the purple and black colors in Tecmo Bowl because Seattle wasn't in this game. I had to create them, so I decided if I had to create a team, because in Tecmo Bowl, the original one, all the team colors were accurate for the team except for Seattle. They had purple and black. So I decided to just kind of ride with it and just give them purple and black scheme. That kind of makes them one of the more unique teams in the game. Oops, left chart. Uniform. Okay, so alright, so this is their home uniform, a little purple and black action here. Here's their away uniform. Here's the helmet. Oh no. How was that not added? That might not save. I'll add it right now actually. Guys get a little idea of how things go in here as well. Those are some of the created stuff. And then we increase the size. Perfect. I don't know why that didn't save. There's been a saving issue with this game. So perfect. So that's their helmet right there. And team, and then the roster. And then for their star players in this one, is wide receiver Errol Zoll, and defensive lineman Art Payne as their star creative players. And then the last team is going to be Washington Warriors. Roster, their uniforms. Alright, so that's their home uniform. That's their away uniform, and that's their helmet right there. And then go to their roster. We'll go to their star players. So star players include wide receiver Joe Flavor, defensive back Tobias Gunn. So that's all the teams. So if during any time during the stream, if you guys want me to go back to a team, let me know. Am aware that no one's currently watching right now. I think a lot of people are busy because it is so late at night, and I understand that. I kind of got off to a little bit of a late start with this, but I wanted to get it done because I've been promising to do this for a while, so wanted to get it done. So we're gonna exit out customization. We're gonna play a game. Playing that. So this is kind of how some of the games go. So you have the overalls there. So I'm gonna play as not the Lions, the Dragons, and we're gonna play pro. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, fair, apply. And we're gonna have good weather because I want to get a good idea of the game. And we're gonna play against an original Tecmo team. I think we're gonna do Cleveland actually. A little Dino Dragon action here. And Cleveland seems to have the advantage slightly. The overalls in this game for the teams are very closely rated, so there's not a lot of teams that are super good or super bad per se. But yeah, we're gonna play a game here. It's been a while since I played. I haven't played the most recent updates, so I'm hoping that everything gets set up well. I will say I have played on all three modes of this: college, pro, and Canadian style. And out of the three, and I did all three in three different videos. You can check those out on the channel as well. I felt like Canadian felt the most natural, but I know they made updates and efforts to make the other game modes feel just as natural. So we'll see here. Oh wow, that's a different stadium. Cause the default is Classic Bowl. I never bothered to change it, so it's kind of cool seeing this new stadium. This is actually pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I wish there was a way to make the logos bigger. That's the big thing. Let's see what they do. It's been a while since I played, so I might be a little bit rusty. So the kicking meter, the way its powers determine how fast you go up and down. Pretty much, it's kind of pretty intuitive actually. And the difficulty is based on sliders, which I did not look at. I left it on the default sliders they had. I was gonna change them, but I forgot to. So, and we're gonna go with 4-3. Oh yeah, one person watching again. Hello there. We're playing a game here. Just taking a look at these teams I kind of created a little bit. Let's see. We're gonna They might be passing. I think I'll do a pass formation. The problem with the tight ends in this game is their default is slot back, and slot back position's a lot different than tight end positions, so they look more Canadian style. Like when this game came out, a lot of defaults were felt very Canadian style, and I haven't seen a turnover yet in this game by forced by a defense player, and I think a lot of that just has to be adjusted with sliders. Let's see, third and long. Let's fourth down. And again, I have thought about doing like a season mode of the pro teams because there is you could do that, but I looked through it and it looks a little clunky. Not like to the point where it seems unplayable. Just oh shit. That's my one criticism there is that it's hard to judge when to carry a fair catch because you can't see the defenders coming at you till the last second. Let's try running the ball. Looks like they kept that. Oh, oh, look at Scorch go. He is, yeah. I may have to adjust some players because I feel like some players may be overpowered. Well, fireworks is a nice touch. I forgot they had that in here. Whew. Long day. All he did was run the ball. I know a big part of this game is the college part of this game. The reason why I haven't touched it, and the reason why is because my focus has been on the professional part of this game, which isn't that in depth, but I liked it because it felt a bit more manageable. I feel like trying to do college, it felt like it was a bit too, what do you call it, seemed kind of big. I keep forgetting to point the arrow up to get more arc on the kickoffs. The hits are pretty vicious in this game, which I like. Oh, he's running. Let's see. Let's see. I think they're gonna go for it. Oh, come on, really? Jeez. Try 34. The thing is, I thought well, then again, I didn't change every tight end in the game that way. I only did with the special tight ends, which neither team has, so that makes sense why it wouldn't be like that. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see how much time is left. 43 seconds. Let's try let's try running the ball again. Let's see what luck we have. Oh. Ah, that's a fullback. Jeez. I thought it was going to the running back. My bad. We'll let it run down. There's not enough time for another play. And I'm going to check my stream thing to make sure that sound's coming from it. But yeah. Yes. Okay. The heck? Okay, 3rd and 10. Oh, it's only the first quarter, my bad. Alright, alright. Let's see. Okay, by formation, running. Let's pass. Let's pass the ball. Oh, good, someone's watching. Hello. Let's see. Ah, I went to the wrong guy. Ah, I messed up that. I thought it was this half. I don't know why I thought it was going to halftime. Ooh. Oh, we got 2 people watching now. Hello, guys. Let's see. Alright. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck you, fucker. Oh, 3 people. Oh, we're skyrocketing. So, you guys might have missed the team looks that I did. I did some team editing to be Tecmo, the original Tecmo Bowl. I created the teams to be inspired by them. If you guys want to see any of those teams, let me know. But I did cover all of them in the first part of the video, so you can take a look at that once the stream ends on YouTube, if you prefer that. Ah, holding. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Let's see. Do Argus. Probably. There we go. One person still watching. I appreciate the watch. I hope you can hear me, because you should be able to. Oh shit, that was me. You should be able to hear me. Because I believe the microphone option is on. Oof. We might have some technical issues. So if you're not seeing this, let me know. I am recording this on camera as well as a backup. So, oh man, I'm gonna see. Oh wow, halftime. Let me quickly check and make sure and see if it is still doing its thing. It is cool. All right, let's. Why is November in there? There's Scorch. Shit. I haven't been able to do much with Scorch because I had that one long run. X circle. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Let's see. Still pretty early. They might run it. I don't know. The thing is that they don't really have any pro formations. They only really have like Canadian style. It's a little. That's something they need to work on, and I think I feel like this game might have been like Canadian based because there were some releases before Maximum Football 18 or 19 of this. I feel like it was Canadian based to start off, and then it just kind of they try to convert it to the pro and college stuff, which I think they did well for the most part, but I think it could use some more tweaking. Oh my god. Oh. Well, that's what subs, no wonder. Ah, okay. Ah, R3 subs. That's, you just press that for subs, okay. Ah, quarterback. Draw. Jeez, get a freaking interception. Ah, got him. Alright. Ah. Oh, I got sacked. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to punt. There we go. That's a bit more hang time. I feel like they're gonna try to pass a bit more here. I think they're gonna try to audible it. Oh my god. Yeah. Let's see. There might be a field goal range. I don't want that. Try to cycle him. Jeez. Come on, you should pick that off. Definitely gonna have to adjust the sliders here. Let's see. Defense can't audible, so. Wow, that was a shove. Oh, jeez, that's a pretty fucking far field goal. Seconds, jeez. This might be an overtime game. Did not expect that, I will say that. Now we're going to play it safe, we're going to run it. Now we're going to let it run down. Let's see. Okay. Now, I don't remember if this defense format is... Oh, shit. I can call a timeout, right? Jeez, I can't believe I thought it was... Can I call a timeout, really? Let's see. Yeah. Can I call an audible? Really? Oh, I could have made it. Shit. So much for that. God, I can't believe I misjudged that. I thought we were starting with kickoff. Uh, I've been playing too much Madden. Their overtime, archaic overtime rules of first one to score wins. I wouldn't call it archaic, just seems, given so much stuff has changed since then, it's just a little different. Yeah, I think they might win this. I think I fucked up that. I just wasn't paying attention first and foremost. And I'm sure not going to get a turnover. There's something, the difficulty in this game I'll need to adjust it so that turnovers can actually happen. Let's see. Wow. Third and 15. Shit. See if this counts as the win or not. I don't remember how these overtime rules work in this game. Yep. I just fucked up. Man. Oh well. Live and learn. Well, that's the team reveal. Um, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think of these teams, thoughts and opinions. I know this didn't get a lot of views on the stream. I'm hoping that nothing went wrong with it. Really, I mean, I don't anything like that. Um, and we'll I did get to it late. It is pretty late, and a lot of people may catch it in the morning. So if you guys have any thoughts, ideas, questions, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'm gonna end it here. If you want to see more of this game streaming in any way, shape, or form, let me know as well. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.